Hi and welcome to the Organic Beehive. In today's video, I am going through a tutorial on how to, zhuzh up your mirror, a plain mirror that you might find at the thrift store, and turn it into a beautiful, ornate mirror, antique mirror that, closely resembles the mirrors that go for $500 and up, like the Anthropologie famous mirror. I'm going to do that as the inspiration and make over a basic mirror that I found at the thrift store for, I believe it was $6.50. It was a really great deal. I'm glad I actually went for it because I thought I was being silly, and I don't know, I really considered not buying it. But in the end, I'm glad I did, and this, makeover totally transformed the mirror, and I absolutely love it. This is the mirror that I am redoing. I found it at a thrift store while visiting my mom a while back, and I almost didn't get it, but I am really glad I did. I figured for $6.50, if it didn't work out, I wouldn't be too sad about it. So I went ahead and got it. I loved the size of the mirror, and I loved the shape of the mirror. And that's really what drew me to it. It actually matched our dresser pretty well. Our dresser is kind of like a dark cherry. So I went a while without doing anything to it, but over Christmas break, while I wasn't homeschooling, decided to go for it and give it a makeover. With most makeover projects, the first thing that you want to do is to give it a good scrub, so that's what I am doing here. This is my first time using Rub and Buff. This is the Grecian Gold color. And here's a little close-up of what it looks like. And I couldn't believe, you'll watch the video and see just how satisfying it is and how much it changed the look of this mirror. I don't think there's really any science to applying the Rub and Buff to the mirror. I added a little paint and then with a paper towel spread it out. I've also used a paintbrush through the project. I'd say just do what you're comfortable with and use what you have on hand. But again, no specific science to it. And one thing that I really loved about the Rub and Buff is that little tube that I got. I used it for the whole mirror, and I had probably a quarter of the paint still left in it, so it really goes a long way. I got so excited about painting this mirror that I had to put painter's tape on after just applying a little bit of the Rub and Buff to the mirror. I could say you could probably go without doing the painter's tape, and if you happen to get paint on the mirror, just use like a little razor blade and scrape it right off. Now with the painter's tape in place, I went ahead and just started painting the inside edge of that mirror frame. It's hard to see here because the angle of, where the camera is at, but this is me just doing that outer edge now of the mirror. And to give the mirror that ornate look, I added some pearl stickers as well as
2 corner wood appliques to go on the bottom corner of the mirror. And then I got another wooden applique to go at the top center of the mirror. And this you can do with or without, but I decided to spray paint it just with whatever I had lying around, just to mimic what the mirror had already, looked like. It was a darker wood, and so I was just trying to match it, and so it looked the same throughout, but it also gave it a little dimension to when I did add the rub and buff to the top of it. Once the appliques and the pearl stickers were spray painted that darker color, I went in with my rub and buff using just like a paintbrush in my daughter's painting kit, and went and painted over both of the items.
So my husband is coming home after work, and he's supposed to get some construction adhesion for the mirror to be able to put the appliques on. But I'm impatient. You can see I already started to put some of the pearl stickers on here because I couldn't wait to see what it looked like. Now, some people do wood glue, but I already painted over it, so I don't think that will quite work for this. I do have super glue on hand, which I did consider, but once the super glue is applied, whether it's in the right spot or not, it's gonna stick. So I need something a little bit more forgiving. So that's why he's going to purchase some construction adhesion, and we're gonna use that to adhere the appliques to the mirror. There's 2 different ways that I have seen people putting these corner appliques on. Some people like to do this way, where it's kind of pointing outward. I think what I'm going to do is have it pointing in like that. I just feel that this way will be a little more secure. So I'll apply the adhesion, clamp it, and we'll be good to go. So I think I'm gonna have it like this and flush with this outside piece of wood here. And as you can see, I already started putting this pearl stickers on. So I'm gonna put these in place because I am too impatient. I wanna see what it looks like with these pearl stickers. So I'm just gonna put them in the place that I want. And up here, I can kind of see where the middle is. So I'm just gonna do, I don't know. See, I don't know if it's the difference between men and women or this is just my personality, but so many times, like when I'm hanging a, you know, picture frame up on the wall, I always just eyeball it. I never measure, and I know that's not good, but anyways, these are just the pearl stickers that I ended up painting. And again, I'm just eyeballing it and trying to get it in the middle of this frame. Now, gosh, what else have I seen? I'm sure the pearl stickers are not the most secure item to put on the mirror, but you know, it's a mirror. I'm not gonna be messing with it. Nobody's gonna be playing with it. So I can't imagine them coming off, but if you want a more permanent solution, then I might recommend, what did I see? I've seen people do upholstery pins with it. So I just didn't want to put holes, I guess, in here. But that's what I'm doing. Now I'm kind of getting to the curve here, but it's pretty easy to maneuver these stickers the way I want. So I'm just kind of guiding it where I want, so I don't have to worry about, because they are all one piece, so let me show you. It is just one piece, but I can bend it and guide it. I don't have to cut anything apart. But goodness, I've seen versions of this with just the applique, but I really love the dots around it, and I knew I wanted to replicate this, and I love how this has turned out.
And I just used some construction adhesive for applying the appliques to the mirror. It gave it a little give. I believe on the bottle it said you have like 15 minutes to be able to maneuver it. So that felt good for me. We could get it in the exact spot that we needed. All right, let's see if you remember the before. Here is the before of the mirror, and here is the after. Such a difference. I absolutely love it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I will be sure to leave all the links to the products that I used for recreating this, DIY antique mirror. And let me know in the comments if you end up trying this. I would love to know how it turned out for you. Thanks so much for watching. If you're new here, I encourage you to subscribe. I make videos on ways to make your home a safe haven. And sometimes, decorating your home seems a little superficial, but it's just nice to come home after a chaotic day to be able to kick up your feet and really enjoy the space that you're in. So if that's something you are interested in, please hit that subscribe button, give me a like and comment, and I will see you next time. Bye.